This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new edition of Between the Ropes here on Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Crispy Bacon, here with Big B. Big B, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Just got off the Vikings United show, talked some football, jump with you, and let's talk a little wrestling. Sounds like it was a crazy night for Raw. But yeah, I can't wait to break it down with you, and hopefully Cherry chimes in. I know he said he wasn't feeling the greatest, but maybe he'll chime in the chat. But good morning, Tom, or good evening, Thomas. How are you this evening?
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple nights of wrestling. You had SmackDown last Friday, and that had WrestleMania implications and all that. You want to start there or head over to Raw?
Yeah, we can start. SmackDown. Like you said, we're definitely going to get into what happened on SmackDown. So yeah, let's get into it.
So it kind of kicks off with Orton, saying I think he's going after his 21st.
Yep, he's
WrestleMania.
Yeah, 21st WrestleMania. So if you guys do the math correctly, we're in WrestleMania 42.
Yeah.
So if you're math wizards like I am, half of 42 is 21. So Orton's been a part of half of the WrestleManias. Good for him. Good longevity. Definitely can't wait to see what happens.
No, I can't wait either. And I think he said too that he's only, or maybe it was Michael Cole, or not Michael Cole, one of them. I think they said this would be his second main event.
Yeah, I think he said it was his second. No, this will be his second main event. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All those WrestleManias, and that's his second.
Yeah, and I mean, and the thing is he put out some bangers throughout his career, so he's definitely well deserved of the WrestleMania moment. It'll be good to see. But yeah, so came out. You got the results. So the promo was pretty decent.
It was. And the first match was the open challenge with Carmelo Hayes going up against Dr. Wagner Jr. From AAA. And I don't think it's a surprise that Carmelo Hayes retained it.
No, not a surprise. It was a good match. Again, right now, any match that Carmelo's been in, I think I've said it week in, week out. Let's run it back. He has not put on a bad match. Definitely would like to see them push him, which they are. I mean, he's got the title, but yeah, I'd like to see them start running some of these back. I think everybody wants the Dragunov match again, but I don't think we're going to get that anytime soon. But I'd be all for it. We did forget to mention that Trick came out, interfered or interrupted Mr. Orton, and felt a little RKO there. So, but
he'll get a lot of that.
Yeah, he sure will. So,
you also had you mentioned Dragunov. He was being interviewed, but was upstaged or interrupted by The Miz and Kit Wilson. Okay.
Yeah. I know we've talked about this over the years. I mean, there's not much more Miz can do except start putting these talents over, and I think that's what they're doing with them. Kip Wilson, I haven't been a big fan of his.
Now with this new character or whatever?
No, this new character is just I want to see what they'll do when his tag team partner comes back. And just see maybe if they kind of push a little rivalry there. The first couple times was kind of cool. He came out and, started things, but, he's just, I don't know. I'm not sold on him yet, but again, it is what it is. So,
Nick Aldis announces that not only R-Truth, but a bald R-Truth and Damian Priest will be a tag team. He will enter the tag team gauntlet match.
So that we had Carmelo Hayes. Well, after the Carmelo Hayes match, we had, of course, the celebration of the new women's tag champs, which to me, I like it.
The Irresistible Forces.
A great name. It's gonna be interesting to see how long they keep them and what happens after, because both of them, neither one, I don't think can play the face role. So how are they going to turn on each other if they do? But so we had after that it was Flair and Bliss versus Kiana James and Gulia. Flair and Bliss won. Very good match, but the turmoil match. I was surprised. The look of R-Truth. I know I don't got hair either, but I don't know what camera angles that just made it not look right.
No,
but so definitely get into that turmoil, man. Excuse me, guys. It's been a long couple of days, so
we also had.
Turmoil match. What's that?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so the turmoil match, number one contender, started off with the Motor City Machine Guns against Axiom and Frazier. Axiom and Frazier, I'm sorry. That's what they call their name. Very good starter. I'm kind of surprised to see Motor City Machine Guns get eliminated quick or after that. I think they're kind of getting lost in the shuffle here. I thought they'd be used more. And then out came LaGarza, came out next. Angelo Umberto, of course, and they've eliminated Faxium. Then the White Sticks came out. And that ended. Y6 got eliminated when the MTFs came out. That's right. And then, of course, Damian Priest and R-Truth came out. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Pushed them. So they're the new number one contender. So they will get a title shot against MTFs. I don't know if it'll be at Mania. I would assume that it's going to be at Mania. I mean, Chris, did you hear anything?
I haven't, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the next couple weeks. This week,
Yeah.
SmackDown before Mania, because the match we're going to talk about later is going to happen really soon. Over on Raw.
Yeah, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. Next match on the docket. I just lost my.
You had Obafemi.
Oh yeah,
and Johnny Gargano.
I mean, I'm glad they're getting Gargano back to being Johnny, but you knew he was not going anywhere with Obafemi coming out.
No.
So sorry there, Johnny. Yeah.
People are saying it reminds of Gargano of Sad Corbin a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe extreme, but that's what they're thinking. Which I think
definitely got you on that one. I think you're right on that one. A little Sad Corbin.
Yeah.
You know, maybe somewhere down the road it turns it around, but you know. And then that leads to the does that lead to the main event?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah. The undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
So for me, going into the match, I was sitting watching with my son like I normally do. I thought there was going to be a lot more interference. Drew was still going to win, setting up a triple threat or maybe a fatal four-way. Didn't get none of that. I mean, we got a little bit of interference with Fatu coming out. But overall, good match. I'm on the fence if I was shocked that Cody ended up winning. I know we talked about it with Kevin that, you know, it looks like Cody will win, go to face Orton at Mania, which that's what's going to happen. But, you know, again, could we see, you know, the reason for a drop title? Now there's a match at Mania with Pierce against Drew McIntyre. If Drew wins, he gets thrown into it. I still think there's going to be some kind of triple threat fatal four-way match at Mania for that title.
I don't think so.
I mean, you're probably right. I mean, you know, you're probably right. But they've had too many people in this little triangle with Drew that, to me, a one-on-one match between Cody and Orton just doesn't cut it for me. I mean, to me, they got to figure out some way to get a triple threat going. But, I mean, we also saw a promo with, you know, Sammy beforehand. You know, I'm starting to think, you know, we talked about Cody turning or maybe Orton turning. I'm starting to think Sammy might be the one that's going to flip the script on us, and I think he's going to be the one to turn. You know,
a lot of people are saying that. Yeah.
That's what I think. I think we're going to see a little flip the script here, and you know, Sammy's going to be the one that turns on and shocks the world, and maybe it happens at Mania. You know, because you know, it's just the way Sammy is.
Yeah, that is true. But as of now, it's you know, it's going to be Drew or Cody Rhodes, and I'm trying to think of his opponent, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton for the title.
Yep, and there's reports out that they didn't want Drew to have the title after Mania because he's filming a movie or something.
Oh, okay, and that could be, and that might be something too, where you know maybe the Pierce him fight, and then you know maybe it's you know if I win, you're gone from SmackDown. You know, so you know maybe that could be a little factor too. That you know that
Right.
he leaves due to the fact that he's filming the movie, so they got to write him off somehow. So
Maybe, but I mean, he's gonna head into Mania with something.
yeah.
But and then you said you read up on Raw, but haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I saw some clips, saw some highlights. Saw the beginning. I don't know what to think of these mobsters, masked mobsters now. I mean, I know we all know that Randy Orton's not Randy Orton. Seth Rollins is the ringleader. I thought it was kind of funny that they all jumped in the ring and kind of shuffled around, and then they all scattered. And the first one out the last one in there is Seth. They cut the promo. I think Knight came out. No, Vision came out. Then the guys got all back in the ring. Seth put his mask back on. They all shuffled around again. Then they left. So you couldn't figure out which one was, Seth. I thought that was kind of cool. Even though I'm getting sick of the masked guys showing up all the time, I thought that was actually a pretty cool segue there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they keep these guys around. It's kind of reminding me of what was that faction in NXT that was destroying everybody during the COVID time?
Was it led by Ali?
Yeah, the one led by Ali.
I just heard it a couple days ago.
Retribution.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of that. I mean, they haven't got physical, but they're just all there. And then, so it'll be interesting to see if they keep these guys around and they start picking them off as, masking them off as, up and comers or some local guys. Or I think a lot of people are saying that the people that have been unmasked are in Seth's wrestling school, so or being trained by Seth. So, so that might be something to watch down the road. Okay, so down in Texas, Chris got away for a little bit, so hopefully he'll be back. There he is. All right, Chris. Your computer ain't liking you talking a little bit of wrestling, I guess. So, but so what else happened on Raw? What's the next match or the first match? I guess.
So first match, we had Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders gauntlet match. Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria. Io Sky won that. Then Raquel Rodriguez came out. Io Sky continued to win that one. Then you had Ivy Nile taking on Io Sky. Ivy Nile won that against Io. Bailey came out and defeated Ivy Nile. Then Bailey won against Asuka to become the #1 contenders to AJ Lee's IC title.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of this because I mean I like Bailey. I don't think she needs the IC title. I think that IC title is definitely above her. But again, Becky's had it now. AJ has it. It would have been nice for somebody like Ivy Nile to finally get a push. I mean, they pushed Maxine. Ivy Nile's kind of just sitting around there doing nothing. So it definitely would have been nice for them to give it to Ivy Nile.
Yeah.
We'll see how it gets pushed. I mean, I have a feeling we're going to see AJ Becky at Mania.
Right.
And then maybe we get Bailey match down the road. So
that could be.
Yeah.
We continue the Intercontinental trend. with Penta defeating the El Grande Americano. But before that, we had Danhausen cursing the original El Grande Americano, cursing him.
Yeah.
He's getting.
I don't know what they're going to
he's
do
becoming
with
a fan
Danhausen.
favorite.
I mean, you guys know that, when they brought him out on Elimination Chamber, I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the pairing up with Miz. I think that kind of made me intrigued a little bit, on the way what they're going to do with Danhausen. Just because I'm, not saying I'm not a big fan of Miz, but I think he knows his role, that he's there to put over talent and help them. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But yeah, I'm not crazy about this Danhausen, but Penta went out there, defended his title. Good match. I'm glad they got the title on him, and I think he's going to do well with it. I think the fans are going to be behind him, and
I think it's going to be good, maybe for Danhausen down the line.
Yeah.
We had another Obafemi match or segment or whatever you want to call it. He defeated Rusev in kind of a squash match.
I didn't see the match, saw the results. I mean, you're not the first person that kind of says squash match. I mean, we saw that he took on the Viking Raiders and walked through them like they were just two local jobbers that they pulled out of the stands. I mean, sooner or later he's going to have to face some tough competition. Are they setting it up to where it's Gunther? Are they setting it up for him to be the Brock Lesnar mystery opponent? So, I mean, I guess we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm kind of tired of the squash matches here.
I am too.
Yeah. So,
and then in the second hour or third hour, there's basically a lot of segments or two segments, and they all had to do with CM Punk and one Roman Reigns who was not there, but the Usos were there, and they had back and forth discussions about what happened last week, and it wasn't bad. It was good.
Yeah, Usos came out. Of course, CM Punk, did the old, all right, I'm sorry. And then he went to Jimmy, I'm sorry. And then, I'm sorry. And then bashes Roman Reigns. And, of course, the Usos do what they do best, super kick them, push them around, and then leave.
Yeah.
So, they're really booking, and I gotta say, I'm actually impressed at how they're booking this main event between Orton and Roman and CM Punk. I think it's going to be a good match. Definitely, night 2 main event, unless things change between now and then. But definitely going to be a match to put forward, I think.
I think so. And after last week when CM Punk said you're going to be buried next to your father, that was cold. I mean, I get his storyline, but that was cold.
that was. I mean, I get what you're saying. Kind of cold, but I mean, they got to do it. I mean, they've been. And the thing is they would not have done it if they didn't get the okay from Roman Reigns. I mean, just like when they were going after Cody and Dusty, you're not going to do it unless you get the okay from that person. I mean, so.
Now the question is, will CM Punk's dog be involved? if they want to go that route.
If they want to go that route, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they bring the dog in there somehow. Would that be a little too much?
I mean, say, it'd be too soon.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know, people that don't have kids, their pets are their kids.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those things where, God, I don't know. I'm just like, I can't see them doing that. But again, if they do it, it's because CM Punk wanted it. They want to drive up, because right now, I think right now the match of the night is going to be Roman versus CM Punk, and they're building it up to be a very good one. Now we got Orton and Cody that they can build up, but definitely, I think we're going to see some build up here. And if they got to throw family in there, they're going to throw family in there. Yeah. I have a feeling Orton is probably going to throw Dusty in there. Cody's probably going to throw Bob Orton. I mean, so we might start seeing some family traits being brought up here. So
I think so, which is not the way you want to go, but and you guys sell tickets too.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I mean, what's going to sell tickets? And right now they're seeing that, calling people out because of their family is probably the way to sell tickets. I mean, drama sells. So,
yeah,
bad blood sells. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they go with that. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a fan of them, calling it up, but hey, if they're going to do it, then that's the way to go, probably.
Probably. It's just not the way I would do it, but okay.
No, that's not the way I would do it either. But again, it's one of those things where, hey, it sells. It's what are you going to do?
Yeah. Did you see NXT?
I caught very little of it.
Saturday?
The pay-per-view? Or I did catch some of it. Like I said, I've been busy.
Yeah.
So we could talk about some of the you could talk about some of the rundown of the matches.
Well, I was just going to say that I think Zarya and Soruka split up.
Yep. Yeah, they kind of brought that up on Tuesday. It's going to be a three-way for the title. Soruka, Zarya versus Jane. So yeah, so definitely going to be that one's going to be a pretty good match, I think. I like all three of them. I kind of I wouldn't mind seeing Zarya win and get the title.
I wouldn't mind either. That wouldn't be too bad.
No, I don't think it would be that bad.
I think it's Bourne, Nathan Bourne.
The kid that looks like Randy Orton's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This was it yesterday? Bourne and Joel Henry had a tag match, or is it coming up? I wish my son was here. He would have told me that
was probably
the full details. But
I'm sure it's coming up. I didn't really see NXT tonight, but
Yeah. And maybe it was
I know
tonight.
there's
I forgot. Tonight's
big things
Tuesday.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good things are happening. You know, people are getting their run. You know, they had it started in a parking lot with Tony D'Angelo and one member of the I want to call them the Schism, but I know that's not what they're called. What's the team name?
No, he's just basically on his own now.
Yeah, no,
He's not
but
with anybody.
no, I know D'Angelo's not, but he was facing.
He was with the D'Angelo family.
Yeah, but he fought
tonight.
Yeah, off of that group that's out there, and I can't think of their name right now. But
right, Dark State.
Yeah, Dark State. Yeah,
Dark State.
So, yep, Dark State. Yeah, you're right. You got it. You know, NXT is NXT. You know, I think they're doing pretty good for hanging around as, you know, some people think the third best brand out of the three. I mean, if you throw AEW in there, you know, so. But
I don't know if it's. I wouldn't call it a third brand, but
but again, there's a lot of people that do.
I mean,
you know,
it's more developmental.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. More I mean, I know that's what Evolve's more or less turned into, is now the developmental brand. So
I was gonna say I call more Evolve, more developmental.
Yeah. So, but that being said, Chris,
wrestling, I don't have anything.
Well, you know, I told you guys to remind me. You know, I wish there was more people here, but you know, the couple fans that we got watching Sunday night. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up right now. You know, the old saying goes, I went to a hockey game and a fight broke out, and Sunday night was no different. Let me see if I can pull it up here. It was was it the Light? It was the Lightning. That's who it was. It was the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Buffalo Sabres, and let me see penalties here. There was a lot of them. I think they said they had 70 minutes of just game misconduct penalties. Fights broke out all over the place. So I'm looking at the penalties here in the first period. And I know people are like, "Oh, you guys are a wrestling show. Why are you talking hockey?" Again, this is why. So at 4 minutes and 36 seconds after Tampa Bay got called for boarding, they also got called for fighting. Let's see, and then 8:54 in the first period. The Buffalo Sabres got called for fighting. So about 3 minutes apart, 2.5, almost 4 minutes. I guess I can't do math. Got called for fighting. And then there's a couple roughing penalties. Then 9:13 in the first got called for fighting. Let's see. So that's that. Sportsmanlike conduct happened. So second period, right off the bat, 2 seconds into the second period, they got penalty for fighting. 4 seconds after that, another penalty for fighting. So that was through this 2 periods. I mean, there was 10 fights in that call, roughly. 5 for sure. And then then they chilled out towards the end. You know, I know watching the highlights, there's a lot of bumping and swinging and stuff, but yeah, it's always good to talk about fighting in other sports, and hockey gets away with it. And they let them go too. You know, the new rule in hockey is once you know, as long as you guys are standing, you guys can go all night. Once you hit the ice, you can't. They didn't stop it right away. They let them battle on the ice. You know, so it was actually a pretty kind of old school type of brawling, as they would say.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's
so
good-
if you guys
it's good
can
when
check
that
it out,
happens.
go check out that Sunday night matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but outside of that, Chris, I know it's early. You got anything that has come up in the wrestling? You know, the world of
Right.
wrestling.
Right now, no. Do you?
This Saturday, me and my son will be in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin. MAW Heart of a Warrior 6. We will have the honors of meeting. I'm trying to think of it. Barry Windham, as everybody knows, that's Bray Wyatt's uncle.
Okay.
We will have a great match between Joey the Jet Avalon and Mr. Tommy Dreamer, a no DQ match, which I can't wait for. We'll also have Ari Daivari faces the MAW champion JDX, another match I can't wait for. Sierra, Wisconsin's own Midwest. She's going to be on TV someday. She'll be facing the NWA Women's Champion. I can't pronounce her name because he's, I think, from Russia, but that's going to be a pretty good match. Yeah, so they got some good. They got another I Quit match. Coda Jacobs, kind of like I'd say Coda Jacobs, kind of like the MJF. Can't shut up. Everybody hates him. I guess Shea Diesel. To me, the big man Shea Diesel is going to win that one. So definitely going to be some great matches. If you're in the Midwest near Turtle Lake, go check them out. Bell time is at 7, I believe. Doors open at 6. Definitely catch some great MAW action this week.
I don't think MJF would fit in WWE.
Yeah, there was some talk. People, I think
That's just my thinking.
I don't think he would work out. See, and that's the thing is AEW's got it. They cannot let their talent leave. The people that they've grown, they can't let leave. And that's MJF. MJF cannot leave WWE. One, it's not going to work out.
If no.
Yeah, so it's not going to work out. They already got one major heel, and his name is Dominic Mysterio. So, and that's one thing we didn't talk about either is the big turn.
Let's get into it. Actually,
on Monday Night Raw, a little conflict. We saw it coming. Thought it was just going to be a total breakup of everybody, but Judgment Day turns on Finn Balor. So right now, if we recall, it started off with Edge. He brought in Damian. He brought in Rhea. They bring in Finn Balor. They turn on Edge. Now the new Judgment Day is built. Damian gets kicked out. Rhea gets kicked out. And Finn Balor gets kicked out. So technically, the original Judgment Day is all gone. It's all new Judgment Day. I still think they're going to be breaking up. I mean,
yeah. By the end of the year, we won't have Judgment Day.
Oh yeah,
I don't know when, but we won't have it by the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I think you're right. I don't think we're going to have Judgment Day by the end of the year. I definitely will agree with you that. And heck, it may be even, after Mania or, I mean, Liv and Rhea, Raquel and Rhea, Raquel and Liv. I mean, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
You could turn into a women's faction.
And that's what some people have been throwing it out there. Why not get a women's faction out there? There's not been one. I mean, yes, NXT had the 4 horsewomen, but I don't know if they actually came out together or if they were just backstage, just like the Clique was just backstage, the faction. I would like to see a women's faction like that.
You had one with Sonya Deville.
Yeah, they never got pushed though. That's one thing that when the women nowadays, I think the women's division is better. So I think they definitely do need that. Now again, somebody could comment and say, "Well, TNA has it." Yeah, TNA has Ash. They have Heather, or H. They have Maggie Lee. So again, 2 of those girls are from the Midwest. So yeah, I definitely like
Damage Control.
Yeah, Damage Control. But I want to see them on the main roster. I mean, I know DeVille brought up Baszler and what's her face?
Baszler's in NXT, kind of.
Yeah, she's kind of floating back and forth. I think they dropped the ball on Baszler. When God, I can't think of her name now. Ronda Rousey left. I think they could have had a good feud there. I mean, I know they tried them as a tag team. It'd be nice if they bring her back, and like I said, I think the women's division is definitely a lot better than it is, or has been.
I heard Ronda Rousey's doing a MMA match on Netflix.
Oh yeah, she probably needs some money. I mean, and she would sell. I mean, that's her bread and butter, MMA. I mean, I don't think she can go back full time.
Under the TKO umbrella.
No, but it's one of those things where that's her bread and butter. Put her back in the cage, and and honestly, I liked her. I started liking her when she was in MMA. Just the fact that she had that cockiness. You don't normally get the women to get that cockiness into them, so it was kind of different feel, and it was cool to see. So, but definitely
boxing. Speaking of boxing or whatever outside of WWE, do you hear about Logan Paul? What he wanted to do?
No, I missed it. I mean, I heard some rumblings, rumor-wise, that he told. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I just heard that, the rumor was that he told WWE that he's not coming back. So,
no, the what I heard was he wanted to fight NFL players in a boxing match.
Oh, really?
And yeah, for $1 million or something like that. And Triple H or WWE in general called him up while he was doing his live podcast and basically said, no.
Okay.
In no certain terms, no.
Yeah.
Don't think he's going to fight Tom Brady.
Tom Brady would be a fool to get in the ring like that. No, if you got a bigger guy that's built to do that, then okay, put your money where your mouth is, kid. Yeah. No.
That'd be funny if WWE's like, yeah, we'll give you an NFL player, and then Obafemi comes out because he did play football.
Oh yeah, no, he was a beast. Definitely. So
that would be fun. But that's all I got now.
Yeah. So With that being said, Chris, it's always great to talk wrestling.
Hey,
Possibly next week. Well, first Saturday or Sunday night. Myself, Chris, Kevin Cherry, maybe some others will be on to do a little bracket breakdown, do our winners. We'll create a bracket for everybody. We'll post it on our social media pages between Coast to Coast, and I'll get with the Scenic Project Sports Network, do a collab, just for fun, bragging rights, see who can pick the most winners.
There you go.
So it's a fun time to do that.
Yes.
And then next week or within the next couple of weeks, C2C will bring back On Deck with Chris. I'll probably be out there here and there. Kevin Cherry, big game. I can't think of who I'm talking about. Greg will be back on. So it'll be a good fun time to talk baseball, get our breakdowns, talk about how bad the Twins are going to be this year. But with that being said, we'll see you guys all next week on Between the Ropes. Have a good one.